We are fed up of this government. We are fed up of what they do, what they pretend to do. It's time that we bring forward change in this country. Bula Fiji, when I made a decision to leave my work and pitch in to help Fiji, I did so because I saw a country in need. A country tired of 16 years of failed promises. A country with a third of our population living in poverty, 75% of which are my fellow Tauke. A country whose economy has been mismanaged by a two-man rule, which has left us with soaring prices and limited job opportunities. I firmly believe what this country needs is truth. We need transparency into how the billions of dollars in our roads budget is spent. We need honesty in dealing with educational reforms and getting to the heart of why our children are failing. We need accountability in coming up with solutions to our record debt. Sri Lanka is a sobering lesson for us all. We need integrity in consulting with various stakeholders in the private sector and unions to unlock opportunities for our country. We cannot let this Fiji First government rule any longer. Join me and the other professional men and women here in the People's Alliance that have put their hand up to help steer our nation forward, building a better Fiji on the foundations of good governance. May God bless the People's Alliance. May God bless the people of Fiji.
Manoa Kamikamica is a respected chartered accountant who has served as the head of finance for Air Pacific, the chief financial officer for ANZ PNG, the country head for ANZ Tonga, and the chief financial officer of the Lynhurst Group. He has managed portfolios of up to $400 million and successfully led the re-entry of Fiji Airways into the domestic market, and was part of the board that revived the Rewa Dairy Company.
I've known Manoa over 4 decades. That's from very young through his professional life. One thing that I find about him as a person, he's a person with very high integrity, very humble, very firm and fair. It happens that he also carry with himself, is very charismatic. He's one of the people that I know who's very balanced in terms of his personality and also his technical skills. And I think it's very rare to see this type of combination in a person around, and surely I'm not surprised to all the different organizations he's been working in and also the leadership level he's reached.
He has guided and mentored many young leaders in Fiji and the Pacific corporate sector, a leadership trait he gained as the head boy and dux of QVS. Manoa Kamikamica has given up his lucrative career and the comforts as a corporate executive to serve the people of Fiji and bring integrity and new leadership that values and respects all voices. He is standing as a candidate and is the deputy leader of the People's Alliance Party.
For some of us who actually created this party, we did it with not being too sure what would actually happen. But we put our faith in God. We believed that Fiji needed a new leadership and a new type of way forward. And here we are about a year and a bit later, and we can see Fiji with us.
Manoa hails from the village of Ndravo in Tailevu. He learned the values of hard work and commitment from a very young age. His late father, the highly regarded former finance minister, Josevata Kamikamica, instilled discipline and dedication to Manoa, who took this with him to QVS, where he was the best all-round student and a high achiever. From his mom, Siteri Kamikamica, who was the first Itoke graduate from the University of New England in Australia, Manoa learnt the values of hard work, being responsible, and being a better son.
And he became a prefect in the course of events. Then when he comes home, he said, "Oh, it's hard to be a leader, because you have to even go and clean the toilets." I had to tell him, humility is the answer.
He topped social science at Foundation and was one of the selected few that was sent on a scholarship to study in Australia.
Before he applied, people were asking, because if you become dux, people want to sponsor you. He wanted to do something, other things. His father was very firm on him. He was discussing to do accounting, want to help the business. Accounting is the answer.
You know, particularly in the area of corporate governance, he brings with him all those very strong qualities to make sure that there's transparency, there's clear accountability, and also in the whole process of governing at that level, in terms of the level of integrity and scrutiny he puts into where he's involved. And that, of course, you know, is of great asset to any organization he's worked with, and that's what I found.
After starting his career with PricewaterhouseCoopers, Manoa rose through the corporate ladder in Fiji and the region, but returned home as he got concerned with the direction the country was heading.
Manoa ndona lunongo katutulanga na kene tabi me dola tana bukuno buno abaro te kwa kalu na bukuno na bulo na matabo bal Wabibina bole buno rapora rapora buno bitum. Batini samureti kana wene bano tumbuturanga. Kawarin de bulanki na bunongo.
On his return, Manoa was part of a think tank for Tailevu, made up of prominent executives and professionals from the province. The think tank undertook surveys and research and explored market opportunities for produce and products produced in Tailevu. The key issues that Manoa aims to focus on in this election are governance. As a former executive of transparent, accountable international corporations, Manoa is keen to bring back good governance to the country. Auditor General reports. Auditor General reports have come out with lots of issues. The Auditor General has questioned a lot of things that have been done over the years, and they didn't renew contracts and trying to micromanage the Auditor General. The delay in the release of the Auditor General's report is an issue that disturbs Manoa, as it is a central aspect of good governance and keeping government accountable. The Auditor General's role is to speak truth to power and advise council if things are not done properly. Growing debt. A key concern is the country's growing debt. That will be a priority area to address. An issue that warrants serious attention is poverty in the country and how to effectively take people out of poverty.